Many, many, many apologies for that break, folks. I had an important phone call I had to get to. Alright, so photograph. Dark Forest, number 7, Dark Forest 2. So let's start looking for some differences. There's one right there. Instead of 3 mushrooms, we have 2.
Do the trick. A true gentleman leaves no puzzle unsolved.
I might skip my top of the hour break because I had to take that phone call. I'm thinking I'm very close to the end of the game right now, and I really would like to finish it today.
My theory. A true gentleman leaves no puzzle unsolved.
Okay, that's 2. I've been breaking my pattern of only finding 2 differences every time, and they spot different things. Am I gonna break that pattern now? Nothing's jumping out at me right away, so maybe not. Branch. Trees in the background look about right. How about the road? The road's looking solid. This fallen tree in the foreground looks right. These plants look right. Stump there looks right. I'm not seeing it. Okay, that's fine. Hint coin, hint coin. Professor, I hate to say it again, but I think we might need a little more light out here. Alright, let's see if we can't use this lantern to get our bearings. Puzzle 123, light in the forest 3, 40 picarets. Same thing as usual. Okay. Uh-oh. That's not gonna work, because this needs to be there. That needs to be there, that needs to be there, that needs to be there. And this would have to be there. No. That would have to be there. There we go. That makes more sense. Okay. Covered. Covered. Oh, this doesn't need to be there. This needs to be lit up. This path does. Alright, let's restart. That kind of looks like it has to happen that way. And if that's the case... No, actually, let's make this that way. And this that way. That makes more sense to me. Let's do that there. Oh, there's a hidden path here! That's sneaky! Anyway, I think that covers everything, so let's say submit.
Let's see if this works.
No?
Well, I'm stumped.
Try again. We do that. We have redundancy this way and this way. The only thing we really gain is that. One, two, three, four, five, six. Nope, I missed one. I missed
Let's see if this works.
missed a path.
Looks like I botched that one.
I missed this. No, that path is covered. This one's not. This one's not. Hmm. One, two, three, four, five, six, and I think everything's covered. Nope, didn't cover top.
Here goes. Oops, that wasn't right.
Be easier if I could see all the lights as they're up permanently instead of just flashing. I suppose that's part of the puzzle, is keeping track of that sort of thing. That would solve it, but it's got to be more elegant than that. Alright, start from the beginning. All horizontals are covered except for this. Now that's covered. That covers that. Vertical's covered. There. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That cover everything. Covered, 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 covered. Covered, 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 covered.
Let's see if this works.
There we go!
Piece of cake.
Good job. The paths were pretty creepy. Yeah, same message as before. Yay, I can see again. That's much better. Alright, onward. Dark Forest 3. Oh dear, is this a frozen lake? Why did it get so chilly? Indeed, it's so cold that the lake is frozen over. Oh, I have an idea for a shortcut. We're gonna go across the frozen lake, aren't we? Number 126, slippery crossings, 20 pickets. Oh dear, the lake in front of the professor is frozen solid. The ice is thick enough to stand on it, but it's so slippery that any movement in any direction causes him to slide uncontrollably in that direction until he hits a wall. With stationary, you can change the direction by tapping the arrow around him. Slide through the slippery lake to the goal. Alright, here it's usually best to work backwards. So let's say we want him to hit here. For that to happen, he'd have to go this way. So he's probably going from here, right? No. Yeah, he can, because he can go from here and hit one of these. So I want him to hit here. Oh, that's easy. Up, right, down, left, up, right, up. For some reason, I was confused for a second there. Alright, well that one was
This
easy.
should do the trick. And there we have it.
Phew, that was super slippery, but we can't stop now. We're gonna have to do that a couple of times, aren't we? Our crossing went as well as we could have hoped for, but we can't stop here. Off we go. Whoa, what's that in the middle of the water, of the lake? Whoa, watch your step there, Professor, it's nothing but ice. There's no snow for us to walk on here, so we'll need to tread carefully. Here goes. Slippery crossings 2, 30 pickets. Alright, once again, work backwards. Alright, so we need to land here. For that to happen, we need to hit here. For that to happen, we need to hit here. For that to happen, we probably need to hit here. For that to happen, we need to hit here. For that to happen, we need to go here. For that to happen, we need to go here. And for that to happen, we need to go this way. Alright. So, up, left, up, right. Up, left, up, right. There, there, there. Now that I'm there, I need to go right, up, left. Down, right, up.
Let's see if this works. Piece of cake.
You made it! Feel like you're getting the hang of these puzzles? Well, they're just the same. If you ever come across Frozen Lake in real life, be sure to keep off it. Those things are dangerous. Well done. It's a miracle we both made it across without taking a tumble. I sense we're getting close, Luke. Let's keep moving. Again, I'm still in the same spot, but you're making me do the puzzle again. And here we are, facing another frozen lake. It appears to be the only way across, so here we go. Puzzle number 128, slippery crossing is 3, 40 piglets. Okay, once again, working backwards. So I can do it from here. And I can't do it from here. That's just weird. Okay, so chances are I have to go here, 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 here. Here. Or I could go from here. Let's see what happens if I go from here. This is where things get complicated. Here I can go left or right. Right doesn't look like it helps terribly, does it? No, so I'd probably go left. Sometimes you need to work the problem both from backwards and forwards. That really helps. Actually, no, I'd want to go this way, wouldn't I? No, that wouldn't help me. Way. Let's just play around with it for now. Oh, I was overthinking it. Why didn't I just go up? Yeah.
Consider this puzzle solved.
Totally overthought that one.
A true gentleman leaves no puzzle unsolved.
Excellent. Be glad the professor isn't a champion ice skater. Sure, he'd have an easier time moving about the ice, but then you'd be out of puzzle because of it. I don't think I would complain. We made it across. Now we've just a short distance left to cover, and we'll be there.
Oh, over here!
What am I looking at, Hamley? What am I looking at? Seriously, over here, where? There we go. Wow! This is creepy! Flag looks like a ghost! Professor, are you sure it's safe to cross this thing? Looks a bit rickety. Safe enough, I believe. Are you frightened, Luke? A little, yes. I mean, just look, if I fell, it'd be the enemy for sure. Now look, it may seem scary, but if we stay calm and keep moving forward, you'll be just fine. Here, try this puzzle. It will help you take your mind off the little trip across the chasm. Puzzle 100, Rickety Bridge, 30 Picarets. Keep your mind off the rickety bridge by talking about a rickety bridge in a puzzle. Luke and the professor stand at the end of a rickety old bridge. Afraid of falling in the chasm below, Luke's legs have become stiff with fear. He can only walk across the bridge in increments of 1 or 3 planks at a time. The narrowness of the bridge prevents Luke from doubling back the way he came, or switching the foot he's using to step forward while standing on it. Use your stylus to create a path that glides Luke safely across the bridge while avoiding any gaps or planks. Oh, I see. Okay. Almost. No. I think I messed something up early. No, I'm starting on the wrong foot. I am literally starting on the wrong foot.
Consider this puzzle solved. A true gentleman leaves no puzzle unsolved.
That was some fancy footwork. The 9th step you chose took Luke to the goal. Make sure the last step you put down allows Luke to step forward with his left foot. 1 1 3 3 3 1 1 3. Well, I suppose I feel a little better, but this makes me nervous. Ooh. Is that a town? A town in the mist? Are we oh, we're above the town, right? That's what we're supposed to be now? No, that doesn't work, does it? Huh. Interesting. Wow, this place is even creepier looking up close. Feeling nervous again, are you? Not in the slightest. Let's go, Professor. Gah! Somebody help me! What seems to be the problem, sir? There's a vampire in the castle. Thought I was a goner, but I managed to give him the slip. A real vampire? I didn't stick around to check his fangs, sonny boy. I've got to get away from here. Ugh! So what do you think about all this vampire business now, Professor? The rumor does seem to have spread throughout the population of Volsons. Well, do you think maybe it could be, you know, more than a rumor? That's what we're here to find out. So take just a few more steps and we'll find the answer ourselves. Save! An encounter at the end of the line. Wow, it's best not to look down. Alright, nothing else? Let's move forward. It would appear you've solved at least 80 puzzles. I commend your perseverance and proclaim you worthy of entrance to this castle.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Sorry to intrude, but we are investigating an important antique. This box we have here. The emblem on its lid seems connected to your house in some way. Would you have time to answer a few questions?
I think this matter would best be addressed by the master. Please, come inside.
Wow, this place is really something else.
Indeed, Luke. This castle is extremely impressive.
Right this way, please.
Good evening. Welcome to my house. So, if I understand correctly, you're saying people fear the box because they believe it kills anyone who opens it. That's quite a story, isn't it?
It seems that the design on this box is connected to your family in some way. Can you tell me anything about this?
It's true that it was a Herzen family heirloom. Although I parted with it a number of years ago, the garish emblem you mentioned wasn't exactly, suited to my taste.
Personally, I think it's quite spectacular.
Oh, is that so? Well, chalk it up to my bad taste then.
You know, I don't think he's telling us the whole story.
Perhaps not. It's hard to say just yet.
I'm sorry I'm not much help, though I confess, visitors are always delightful. I'm sure you've had a long journey, so please do stay the night. Prepare the quarters for our guests, Nigel.
Yes, right away, Master.
Wow, this is the poshest room I've ever seen. It's a room befitting the wealthiest and most influential family of Volsons. I have a hard time believing a place as pretty as this is a vampire looking about it. Oh, you never know, Luke. Maybe Anton himself is a vampire and you just haven't realized it yet. Anton? No way! He seemed like a perfectly nice guy to me. Wait a second, I thought you didn't believe in vampires. Are you pulling my leg? But there's something strange going on here now that you mention it. Remember that picture we saw in the Herzen Museum? Anton was in it, wasn't he? The thing is, even though the photo was taken 50 years ago, Anton doesn't look a day older. So it's been bothering you too, has it? Can't quite understand how it could be possible. It's especially odd given that Mr. Beluga has clearly aged since the picture was taken. It would seem that both Anton and his castle warrant further examination. That's the famous Layton intuition acting up again. I suppose you could say that, though I'd hardly call it famous. Why don't we start our exploration of the castle with this room? Good idea, let's get to it. I say, look at this picture, Luke. Is that Volsons there? I think so. The artist's inscription here says the painting is 50 years old. Looks pretty much the same as Volsons outside our window, though. What are you thinking, Professor? Oh, it's nothing. I was just pondering something. It seems like, Anton isn't the only one trapped in time. This is a fascinating painting. I've never seen such a convincing illustration of a gala. From what we've seen of the castle, it's certain this ball was extremely opulent. My, it's gotten late. There's time for a quick puzzle, and then it's off to sleep, alright? This is number 130, Strange Painting, 30 picarets. The couple in the piece seem to be dancing high in the air, floating impossibly near the chandelier. But as it turns out, when viewed properly, there's nothing strange about this picture. If you look closely enough, one peculiar area of the painting reason the whole picture seems odd. Find the peculiar area and circle it to lead to truth. The reflection, right? Actually. It's gotta be the reflection.
Let's see if this works. Layton's apprentice strikes again.
Nice eye. The couple seem to be the only two people with visible reflection on the floor. It seems that the scene in this painting isn't of the ball itself, but rather a reflection of the ballroom floor. Perhaps the young couple out on the floor looked so happy together with that painter, didn't want to ruin their dance by staring straight at them. It really is a magnificent picture. Oh, what's this? Luke, tell me, do these two look familiar to you? Seems like Anton, and is that Katia? My, it's gotten late. It's been quite a day for us, so perhaps it's time to turn in. Yeah, I could use some sleep. Good night, Professor.
What? Professor, is that Katya?
resemblance is striking.
What are they doing together? Oh!
Fear not, my dear. They're just the main course for this evening. And my, don't they look fresh.
Kinky. What?
Oh, lovely. You're awake. It's been far too long since I've encountered prey so feisty.
Anton! What sort of madness is this?
I knew it! You are a vampire!
Of course he's not. There's an explanation for this nonsense.
Well, if that's the case, it was rather foolish for you to venture here, wouldn't you say? But I'm afraid it's too late now. I must begin preparations. In the meantime, why don't you just stay put and enjoy each other's company? After all, it'll be your last chance.
Did you hear that? Anton's gonna eat us for dinner! Luke, listen to me. Take a deep breath and collect yourself. But... There's no cause for worry, my boy. Whoever tied these ropes did a poor job. Little work, I may be able to get free. Puzzle number 131. How to escape 40 picarets. A man sits bound by a long length of rope among several posts. While he has no hope of untying his bounds, he can still move his legs. Were he to stand up and run away, his long trail of rope looks like it might catch on at least one of these posts. He'll need to use his legs to pull up any posts that prevent him from running away before he can dash off. Mark any posts that prevent the man from running away. Alright. It would go around that. So that won't do it. So this one's fine. It would go around this one, so this one's fine. At least so far. Might need to change that later. Never mind. Change that. This one needs to be pulled. This one seems fine. This one seems fine. This one seems fine.
And now to test my theory.
No, okay.
Well, I suppose you can't win them all.
Is this a trick question? Because it might be none of them. Best bet here is just look at how the rope is wrapped around the poles. Try using the memo function to trace out the path the rope takes around things. Okay. Oh, it totally does tie around that one, doesn't it? Yeah, shoot. What about this one? It doesn't wrap around this part at all. Doesn't really wrap around that one. Not at all, so let's clear that one. This one's perfectly safe. Let's try this.
And now to test my theory.
No?
Oh, my. This one is quite formidable.
Try the second hint. It only needs to remove a single post. Really? So it's either that one or that one.
This should do the trick.
No? Alright, let's try again.
Well, I suppose that's one possibility eliminated. This should do the trick.
No. Really?
Well, I suppose that's one possibility eliminated.
Might be that one.
Consider this puzzle solved.
Okay, I'm just guessing at this point.
Well, I suppose
I
that's
really
one
don't.
possibility eliminated.
I really don't get how the rope is working then. I hate these puzzles. The Layton games love these puzzles specifically. Like, what will be caught in the rope, what won't. And I don't have the right type of thought process to be able to do this one. Not that, not that, not that, not that. Definitely not that. Really don't think it's that, so let's try this one.
This should do the trick. And there we have it.
You did it! Mark the area encircled by the ropes, and all of a sudden this puzzle gets a lot easier. There's only one post that needs to be removed for the man to make his getaway. He'd better hurry up and get that post loose. We're finally free, but there's no time to stand around. We must find a way out, quickly. Shackles? You're glad I didn't get locked up in a pair of these. Do hope there's an innocent explanation for that stain. Oh dear, this is all very dramatic and scary. Oh no, we're locked in! There's no place to run! Calm yourself, Luke. There's bound to be another way out of this room. Look around you. I can see the key, if only I could reach it. Here, let me see if I can't reach it. Puzzle number 133. Grab the key. 60 picarettes. Wow! Oh dear. The key to the door is sitting behind a number of blocks. Slide the key out of place Professor's hand towards Professor's hand so we can make their escape. Alright. I think my first goal... shoot. Let's do this number. Is going to be to get this over here. Darn it, but I don't think I can like this. Restart. Such oddly shaped shapes. Now this puts me back where I started. Let's see if I can't make it work anyway. Can't. Not like this. No. Restart. 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 Maybe I shouldn't be going clockwise. No, that doesn't help me. That pretty much has to be my first moves. Which makes that the only good move there. Is that my next move? That my next move. This really does kind of get me stuck here, doesn't it? So let's try moving this down for a minute. I mean, I don't have to place that block up here. It just looks like it would fit. It doesn't have to. Hmm. Nope. I'm stuck. Restart hint. Before you start moving things around, focus on what you need to accomplish first. Start by finding a way to get the yellow block at the bottom into the hole currently occupied by the key. So that is something I need to do. Okay. And yes, I'm skipping my break because I want to keep playing. Let's do that. No, see, as soon as this gets in that place, it ruins everything. I can't go in reverse now. And then I'm stuck. Come on, try again. Okay, if you feel like you're stuck, you might find it easier to just start over. At the beginning, move the yellow block into the slot near the professor's hand. Next, take the square block on the right and move it to the left. After that, you need to find some way of moving the yellow block in the upper right area of the puzzle. Okay. Boom, boom. Now I need to find a way to get the yellow block up here. Alright, now let's move stuff back around. There. There now. Now I'm stuck. Right? Yeah, now I'm stuck. There we go. I'm good this far. This far I'm good. Now it's just a matter of making everything else work for me. Nope. Maybe this direction will work better for me. There we go. Got
This
it.
should do the trick. And there we have it.
Great work! Now Luke and Professor Layton can finally leave the room. There we are. The door's unlocked now. Freedom is ours, Luke. Diary key. Use that diary key. My father fell ill from that sickness and has passed on. I also heard that many of the people who left Folsons have formed a small village at safe distance from town. I imagine she lives there now too. I've decided to send her a letter. As Duke, I can't leave town, but I've entrusted my message with a man who is passing through town. All I have to do is wait for a reply. That must be the mailman? He's the only one that goes in between the towns so often, right? At least I think so. No, other people do. We've seen other people. Oopsies. I didn't mean to go through that door. This door won't budge. I don't see any kind of lock on it. Good point. The door must be controlled by some device, positioned elsewhere. Let's head down from here and see what else is around. Oh! There's some rather dangerous items here. Oh, I don't remember that. Oh, that's the door we came out from. Okay, let's try this door. I've never seen such an immense boiler before. This must be the castle's main power source. For some reason, though, it's not currently in use. What do you think of the other machines here? They're all so gigantic. Right, eventually, I guess I'd say this equipment were used to mine the gold in the area. It's likely the same equipment they used to create that large hole in the castle's flooring. Yikes! So that's why this place is so drafty. And look at the bizarre smoke coming out of the hole. Don't get too close to it, Professor. I bet breathing it is probably terrible for you. Whoever broke the ground here must have known that machinery inside and out. One misplaced scrape of the shovel could have sent the whole foundation crashing down. Not to be rude, but I don't think we really have time to admire the miner's handiwork. Oh yes, quite right, my boy. I believe we can open the door above us if we get this boiler up and running again. 134, steam power, 40 picarets. Which valves do you need to open to send steam from boiler into 2, but not 1 or 3? All valves start in a closed position. Answer using the solution that requires opening the fewest number of valves. Tap a valve to open or close it. Okay. Boiler into 2, but not 2 or 3. Alright. This way. This seems excessive. You have to go through 2 of these just to go from here to here. So let's assume we have to go this way. All of these can be blocked off in the beginning pretty easily, except for this one. Okay, so it can't use this path. Cannot use this path. Because to get to here, you'd have to come through here, and by going through there, you'll get to 1. It has to come through this path, maybe? No, to go through 3. Huh. We might have to go through this path. Okay. Good to know. Think we're onto something. Okay, so those are our 3.
Here goes. That was almost too easy.
Vaporific! You only need to open the valves to direct steam to 2 and not 3 or 1. Good work, my boy. Now upward and outward. I don't see any other way out of here. Picture. Photograph 9, machine room. This one's gonna be tough. Well, first that lever's in the wrong position.
Consider this puzzle solved. A true gentleman leaves no puzzle unsolved.
Bent railing?
Let's see if this works. Layton's apprentice strikes again.
Okie doke. Where's the next one? That's fine. Nothing else jumps out at me. So, that's enough of that. Creepy. Bitcoin. Was this taken from the mine? This door shut tight too. This door serves as the only portal out of here. We'll need to open it to escape. Puzzle 135, magic lock, 50 picarets. Seems that a lock here is some sort of magic square. In order to solve it, position the remaining numbers so that each string, 4 vertical, horizontal, and diagonal, adds up to the same total. Shoot. Okay. These ones are pretty rough. It doesn't say they can't have double numbers. Doesn't say that. So, I have a lot of options. Okay, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 plus what is equal to 12 plus what? 1 here and a 2 here and see what happens. So that makes this 14. 5, 6, 3, 4, 5, 6. That makes that 14, but that makes that way wrong, so no. Alright, so that makes that 7, 10, and I need to make 15, so that would make this a 5. Way too much. Let's try 3 and 2. That makes that 14. Makes that 14. 6, 7, 8. Make 14. I need 6. Way more than 14. Okay. Let's try our 2 highest numbers, shall we? 10, 19. 14, that's 19. This makes... that's too much, though. So, next. I know that this has to be 1 higher than this number. That's something I know for certain. So this is where we have to start. That makes 18. 7, 8, 9. 9, 18. Okay. Makes 13. 16. So this has to be a 3. Makes 11. 16. This has to be a 2. Does that also make 19? 13. 14, 15, 16, 17. No. $10, 17. $17. $15, so this has to be 2. 7, 8, 9, 10, 15. So I need 2 there, so that can't work. Eight, 9, 16. 16. So make this equal 16. 16. 9, 12. I would need a 4. I can't use 4 there. Shoot. I am totally lost on this, then. Okay, 7 plus 6. 13, 14, 15. So 15 is what this equals so far. 7, 8. 12 is what this equals so far. 11 is what this equals so far. Oh, I already have the number I need, don't I? Shit! All this time I've been working so hard to figure out the number, and it's right in front of my face. Come on. 11 plus 7 equals 18. I need everything to equal 18. So 4 there. Equals 15, so I need a 3 there. So 8 and 8 is 16. I need 18, so 2 here. 5, 9. Wait, that doesn't work. 8, 9, 10, 11. 17, 18. I've messed up somewhere. Okay, 18. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I need 6. It's the only way that works. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 17. Okay, 13, 14, 15. 5, 6, 7, 8. Plus 8 is 16. I need 2. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, this works. So far. But now things get complicated, because these sides can't do diagonal, can't do horizontal and vertical. Alright, 7 plus 6 is 13. So 13 plus 2 numbers equals 18. 1 and 4. Probably like that. That's 18. 9, 10, 18. 18.
And now to test my theory.
I appreciate that, Zeros, but 1, I solved it. 2,
no puzzle unsolved.
I'm not asking for tips from the chat. I will make it very clear when I'm asking tips from the chat. I use hint coins before I go to your chat, so no more of that, please. Very nice. Each horizontal, vertical, and diagonal lines add up to fit 18 and placed in the correct positions. Now onward to freedom. I appreciate you trying to help, though. Luke, the vent is open now. Follow me. Onward! Oh, hey! It's the vampire butler. Take care that you don't slip, Luke. The floor is polished to an almost blinding shine. Oh, you're right. It's like a mirror. Who do you think does all the polishing? That would be me, sir. Ack! It's the butler! Yes, I most certainly am. I don't mean to be presumptuous, but what are you two doing up at this hour? If you're having trouble falling asleep, I would suggest a good strong puzzle to clear and relax the mind. You're not going to try and stop us or anything? Stop you? Young sir, I haven't the foggiest notion of what you were talking about. Now, where was I? Ah yes, that puzzle. The hall has been fitted with a hidden door, though to my chagrin, I've forgotten where. However, I do recall an old saying the servant used in days past to remember the location of the door. I will now relate to you this saying, and or task, dear guests, will be to decipher the door's location. Puzzle 136, the hidden door, 40 picolettes. Begin from the doors etched in the decor. A path will appear, strong and quite clear, made of stars that flare, each within its own square. The doors are said to point the way to the hidden door. Select the hidden door. Path will appear, strong and quite clear. Start with the door etched in the decor. No, that's not what I meant. Oh. There it is.
This should do the trick. And there we have it.
Excellent. The squares with stars contained neatly inside them form an arrow that points directly at the hidden door. Masterfully solved, sirs. Now that you've completed that little nightcap, might I suggest returning to your quarters? These old halls can be quite drafty in the dead of night. I'll keep that in mind. Good night to you. And you too. Okie dokie. Quick search for hint coins and the like? No? Okay, well there's one. Ruby. Can't believe there's not a single wrinkle in this tablecloth. Oopsies, I just went backwards. He doesn't care that we're going through this little crawl space. Okay, bye Mr. Butler.
Oh, over here!
Hamley! Thank you. Inspector Hamley. The detective hamster. Yikes, the corridor's so long I can't see the other end. Oh, went backwards. Kind of hard to tell when your orientation keeps changing. Professor, I think I see a way we can get out of here. Our search led us to this castle, and we're on the verge of revealing what killed Dr. Schrader. We must search this place thoroughly before we make our escape. Let's see what else is here. Gee, Professor, I don't know if that's such a good idea. Luke, listen to me. We can't turn back and run. Not now. We're so close to uncovering the truth about Fulsen's in the Elysium box. We must press on. Alright. We're getting closer to the end of this mystery. Investigate Herzen Castle. Any more hint coins? Oh, well, here's the picture. Take a look at this picture, Professor. There he is, larger than life, the current master of Herzen Castle. You mean the guy who just tried to tie us up and drink our blood? Strange. What's strange, Professor? This picture shows far too much wear for it to have been made recently. Yet we saw Anton herself. You saw Anton yourself. The man in this portrait are virtually identical. If he doesn't age, he must really be a vampire. I knew it! We must get out of here this instant! Perhaps those rumors in town weren't entirely unfounded. But running around in a panic will never solve anything. Why don't we take a moment to clear our heads with a puzzle about portraits? Are you kidding, Professor? I don't think we have time for this right now. For once, I agree with you, Luke. Bad Professor. Number 132. Sharing paintings, 40 picarets. Two brothers have inherited their parents' 5-piece art collection. According to the will, the older brother will get a set of paintings worth twice what the younger brother gets. In order to ascertain the value of the paintings, the brother called in an appraiser, who valued each painting as shown below. For his services, the appraiser was promised the one painting left over after the brother divided the art according to parents' wishes. If individual paintings can't be divided, what does the appraiser get? Okay, so let's start by adding everything together. These two are 80. 55 from 45, that is 100. And then 95. So add it all together, and what do we have? 275,000. Now you need to divide that by 3, but minus 1 of the paintings. Because the appraiser gets the one left over. Ooh, that's a bit complicated, now that I think about it. What would 275 divided by 3 be, anyway? 9 and 1. So it'd have to equal 90. If we didn't take one out. So you kind of have to find, like, a 4-picture combination that can be divided by 3 evenly, is what you want. So let's just take all of these 4 without the 95. 80 plus 100, 180. 180 divided by 3. Well, 5, 60. Well, 60. But you wouldn't be able to get 60 evenly. Well, actually, hold on. You would give 160, and then that would be 120. Oh, hey! The appraiser would get this one.
Consider this puzzle solved.
I got it right first try!
A true gentleman leaves no puzzle unsolved.
That's right. The appraiser receives painting E. The older brother inherits paintings A, C, and D, which are worth 120,000 total. Little brother gets a single painting worth 60,000, half what his brother gets. In the end, the appraiser takes home the most expensive painting on the wall. My, isn't that convenient? Nicely answered, Luke. Perhaps it didn't seem like the ideal time for a puzzle, but being able to stand back and think critically in a time of stress is a skill of utmost importance. I appreciate the sentiment, Professor. But right now, solving puzzles is the last thing on my mind. Alright. I guess we need to look around. Ah, this takes us out. We don't want to leave. Oh! Katia! Oh, I do believe that's... Katia? Oh. Why are you two here? I could ask you the same thing. It's dangerous here. There's a vampire living in this castle, you know? Anton, it's no vampire. He's just... I'm quite puzzled, Katia. What do you know about this man? It's not for me to say. Besides, right now you must focus all your efforts on escaping. If you linger here, the madness will grip you before long. Madness? I'm afraid I don't understand. Please be honest with us. What's happening here? Very well, I'll explain everything. First, you must get as far away from this castle as possible. Quickly!
I know the way out. Follow me.
I don't trust you for
How
a
are
second.
you related to this entire situation? Are you?
There's no time. You've got to get out of here.
This won't do. People are trying to sleep, you know. Is it you? It can't be. Oh, how I've waited. It's been so unbearably long.
Professor, do you know what he's talking about?
Not in the slightest.
Come closer, my dear sweet Sophia. I've missed you so. What's this? Very well, then. Is this how it is? I didn't see this coming, Layton. Not at all.
I'm not sure I understand.
This is your fault, but you can't have my Sophia. You're going to be very sorry you crossed me. There's no lack of swords here. Take whichever one you like. Know this, though. Only one of them is real. A true warrior always keeps his blade in hand.
Enter a puzzle! Number 137, One True Sword, 50 picarets. So before we start the puzzle, we know Anton feels that Sophia betrayed him by leaving. He had no idea why she left. At least that's what I determined from the diaries, I think. If that's the case, if he thinks Katia is Sophia, he now thinks that Layton is the reason why she left. But why does he think it's 50 years ago? Or at the very least, why is he not aged? That is very curious. A true warrior always keeps his blade in hand. These are Anton's last words to Professor Layton before the start of their duel. Can you find the real sword among Anton's collection? Circle the selection to draw your weapon of choice. Well, how on earth am I supposed to determine what's the real sword? That's... Alright, let's look for clues. Last time we did something like this, it was determine which is the hotel, and I overthought it and just thought about buildings that would make good hotels. Then it turns out that the word hotel was inscribed in the windows and the walls, till the sweat drips from my you know how the rest of that goes. So, I don't want to overthink this issue. So look carefully. The swords are very similar in shape. These ones form a very reminiscent of a goat head, maybe? With horns? Not really goat, more... if they were turned upside down? Hold on. Give me a second. Okay, I sort of just turned my head over, so that's why everything sounded weird for a second. I didn't see anything by looking at it upside down. It's gotta be a key to the symmetry of the situation. Symmetry, Haven? Put the right emphasis on the right syllable, will ya? Let's see if any of the hints can tell me anything. Can you picture the professor using a curved sword? Doesn't really seem his style. That doesn't really help me. An intricately decorated sword is too ornate to be of much practical use. Honestly, this one is the most tempting. But I mean, he would also probably use a rapier.
And now to test my theory.
You got! Knew it!
Wonderful.
Nicely done. A true warrior always keeps his sword in hand. Anton's words were a subtle hint that the sword on the wall were for show. The only real sword in the bunch is the one sitting in the hand in a suit of armor. Knew it! That was the only one that broke any of the patterns.
I didn't think you had it in you, Mr. Layton. Layton! Sophia belongs to me. You can't have her. Ah!
Look out!
Something strange is happening. I just need to catch my breath.
No more! Please, just stop!
What's happened to me?
Are you all right?
Please just stop, Grandfather. Your body can't take it.
What did you say? I don't understand. Sophia, dear.
You haven't figured it out, have you? You really don't know. Then I guess it's up to me to tell you the truth. I'm your granddaughter, Anton.
Don't be ridiculous. Look at me. I'm too young to be anyone's grandfather.
But what you see around you isn't real. It's just an illusion created by your own mind. Your youth is part of that illusion. The truth is, well...
Allow me, please. The gold mine built by your father, the late Duke Herzen, brought this town much growth and prosperity. But something terrible slept deep within that rich gold deposit. Unbeknownst to the miners, they hit a vein of hallucinogenic gas while digging for gold. The gas made those who breathed it extremely susceptible to mental suggestion of all types. Tales of the nightmarish visions seen in Folsense then spread, as did the town's sinister reputation. In truth, neither the Folsense we see before us nor its residents really exist. This is all a creation of our minds.
How did you figure it all out, Professor?
The images of Folsense we saw are 50 years old, yet they show a town identical to the Folsense of today.
That's why things were missing from the pictures, of course. I can't believe I'm going along with this.
No town can remain unchanged for 50 long years. The photos we saw in the train station formed our impression of the Folsense we'd see. The Folsense of 50 years ago.
Enough of this madness. Folsense is real. I'm real.
None of it's real, Grandfather. This town is just a thin shadow, an illusion born of greed. You and Sophia, everything you know changed 50 years ago.
Katia is the granddaughter of Sophia and Anton. Katia set out for Folsense to make sure that Anton understood Sophia's true feelings and reasons for leaving. The hallucinogenic gas present in Folsense's air caused Layton and the others to imagine the station as it was in the many photographs lining the corridor leading out of the building.
But you and I are betrothed. How can you just leave me here? I won't have it.
You did say she belonged to you, you Neanderthal.
This whole town is cursed. If we remain here, all those dear to me will die.
Am I not dear to you, Sophia? Stay with me, and we'll rebuild Full Sense together.
I'm sorry, Anton, but there's someone else I love who needs me even more than you.
Her daughter.
Is that the real reason you want to go? Because there's someone else?
Or son, I suppose.
I trusted Sophia, and she left me for another.
You've got it all wrong, Grandfather. She never betrayed you.
What?
The other she was talking about was the little life growing inside her.
Certainly wouldn't want hallucinogenic gas to be around a pregnant woman.
The life you two created together.
No. That can't be.
I'm sorry, Anton, but there's someone else I love who needs me even more than you.
I never knew. Sophia was...
That's right. Grandmother was carrying my mother, and she left Full Sense to keep her safe. She kept the baby a secret to avoid causing you more pain.
So she implied she was cheating on him.
I've been so wrong.
Grandmother passed away last year, but she was always talking about you, even toward the end. She never stopped loving you.
Vampire! Anton invented the whole vampire scheme to scare off those who would try to loot the Herzen fortune. He did this by whisking away all those who came too close to the castle and setting them free to run away once properly scared.
Sophia is dead? No, it can't be. I've had enough of your lies!
Oh! No!
Grandfather, no! Please stop!
Oh! We must leave now.
The whole place is starting to crumble!
Come with me.
What's this? What's happening?
Come on, Grandfather, we have to get out of here!
Be careful.
That was one hell of a chandelier.
It seems I've found the answers I was searching for. Here, allow me to return this to you.
Thank you.
So, the box wasn't cursed after all.
No, Luke, there's no curse to be found here. But if I were to guess, I suspect you'd find traces of that gas in the ore used to make this box. The same fumes that drove the town to ruin were released upon each person who opened the box.
That makes more sense to my theory, I
Those who opened the
suppose.
box expected death, and in doing so, fulfilled their own grim predictions.
I suppose it was just an ordinary box then.
Oh, I assure you, it's far from ordinary. This box was crafted to hold the words of my heart.
What do you mean?
The box contains a hidden message one meant only for Sophia. Many years ago, I asked a traveler passing through town to deliver it to her. Unfortunately, the box's value made it a target for those hungry for wealth, and so it was stolen again and again, thus perpetuating the whole chain of sad events.
But we checked the box. It was as empty as could be.
Ah, well that's because there's actually a second way to open it.
Which is going to be a puzzle.
The sun rises when you and I meet, and when the wind blows, you will know my heart. These old words are the key to understanding this box and what it means. Do you follow, boy?
I think so. Let me give it a shot. The sun rises when you and I meet, and when the wind blows, you will...
Elysium Box, Puzzle 138, for 60 picarets. Oh shit! It needs me to blow into it! Oh no, how am I supposed to emulate that? Oh no! Hold on, I really need to look this up, because I have no idea how this is supposed to be emulated. Dismay, mic, hotkey. Can't make the blow function to work. Microphone hotkey is accent. Okay. I will bring this back up. Not working. Config. Control config. There's a lid key. Really sorry about this, guys. I had no idea this would happen. Microphone settings. Okay, come on, what was the button? What was the button? Hotkey config. Here we go. Microphone disabled. No. There we go. Did it!
Let's see if this works. Layton's apprentice strikes again.
Wonderful. What was the message that Anton left his sweetheart all those years ago? The time has come to find out.
I did it!
Oh,
What's the matter?
this isn't the letter I wrote. This is Sophia's handwriting. The box must have made it to her after all.
My dear Anton, are you well? I received your letter. Though I'd like nothing more than to see you again, I'm afraid I no longer have the strength to do so. You don't know how many times I've thought about you over the years. I often wonder if you hate me for what I did. Do you? When I decided to leave, I was carrying our child. I couldn't bear exposing that tiny life to such danger. I knew your father's position and understood you didn't have the option to leave with me. Even though I did the only thing I could, I'll always regret leaving you that way. But there's one bright spot in this sad story, and that is our lovely granddaughter, Katya. My departure all those years ago has given you the chance to meet. Katya's mother died shortly after she was born, but Katya grew up strong and sweet just the same. She reminds me of you every time she smiles. With her around, I could never forget about you, even if I wanted to. You've been in my thoughts since the day we parted, and now, though my time here is drawing to a close, I like to think we'll meet again on the other side. The thought of seeing your face warms my heart. Be well and be happy, my dear Anton. Goodbye. But just for now, your Sophia.
Oh, Sophia. I finally understand now.
Elysian Box. It turns out the Elysian Box was crafted 50 years ago to carry a letter from Anton to his love Sophia. The gas present in the material used to make the box causes hallucinations in those who open it. The visions are how the rumors of the curse began.
Grandfather.
Grandfather? Yes, that's right. It has a nice ring to it. I am so happy we met, my dear granddaughter.
You don't know how much this means to me.
It's been so long, so very long, in fact, that I had forgotten what love even felt like. Instead, my love for Sophia was replaced by anger, and that anger completely blinded me. But now I can see the world clearly again, thanks to you, my granddaughter. Are you listening, Sophia? I'll have to put off returning to your side for a while. There's someone I need to get to know here first. Will you forgive me for making you wait just a little longer, my dear?
Wherever she is, I'm sure she's very happy for us.
See ya! Bye!
And that was the tale of the Elysian Box, a relic feared for the fatal curse it was said to carry. But when all was said and done, there was no curse sleeping under its gilded lid. Instead, the box was revealed for what it truly was. A vessel created to carry the love of two kindred spirits through all of time. While terror brought the box its notoriety, in the end, its most powerful message was one of love.
And that is Professor Layton and the Diabolical Box, also known as Professor Layton and Pandora's Box. Wow, okay! Except for that little hiccup at the end where I had to figure out how to emulate the mic, which apparently is built into the emulator, so congrats for that to whoever made it. Very good, very good. That was exquisite. I love this game. This had way more puzzles that I got stuck on than the previous one, but I also didn't have as many folks around that could help me out. Like, my rule is I use all 3 hit coins, and if I'm still stuck, I ask the chat. Unfortunately, I haven't had much of a chat room to talk about with throughout most of this playthrough. It happens. In case folks are wondering on the YouTube export that this will be going up, I still keep the chat on screen regardless, because if someone does join in, I like some context to what I'm saying. I don't mind that it looks bad when nobody shows up in chat. I'm playing this because I'm having fun, and folks on YouTube can watch it not live. And if you want to watch it live, follow me on Twitch. Anyway, enough of that spiel. Let's talk about the actual game. So Flora was only with us for like the first maybe fourth of the story, maybe even less. And then she was replaced by Don Paolo. Don Paolo, we reveal who he is, and he's like, "What? No, I've just been stalking you because I have a mad crush on Layton." And then Barton and Shelby go chase him away. And then we don't see them again. So pretty much the entirety of after we get off that train, we're affected by a hallucinogenic drug and the suggestion that the town is live and thriving. Obviously there was a secret way into that town from the original town, into Full Sense from the original town we were in, but we never found it, so I guess it wasn't that important. Unless there actually wasn't. I suppose the mailman was also a hallucination, wasn't he? It's entirely possible. I guess, now that I think about it, the only people that weren't hallucinations probably was the Duke himself and Katia. And of course, Bartley and Inspector Chelmy and Flora / Don Paolo. But Don Paolo, you confuse me. I could see him dressing up as Chelmy. Because Chelmy's got, you know, more space, I suppose. He just had to hunch over and stuff. But to disguise himself as Flora, he need to have somehow made himself smaller. But I guess that doesn't matter in this game. I guess that's just one of the things that they're okay with describing. The sword fight was fun, but I already knew Layton could sword fight from Professor Layton vs. Phoenix Wright, so that wasn't a big surprise to me. It was still cool though, I really liked it. What else is there? I mean, I'll be playing the other Professor Layton game, not right away, of course. Oh, he gets to meet his dad again. Wow. That's a meeting that was a long time coming. I wonder what their big fight was about. I didn't get to see all the diary entries. Serenading us the whole way. I want him to be a recurring character. I want the Rockstar to be a recurring character. I want him in the next game. We find out dude has like sold 1 million copies or some BS. I want him back. He's one of my favorites. Oh, and the hamster's back and getting fat as usual because he doesn't get to exercise. We made you a maze to exercise him. You can keep the maze around. In theory. Ah, well. And Flora's just been asleep in the hay bales like the entire time because Don Paolo drugged her or something. Don Paolo really needs to go to jail. He did destroy a bunch of a town using this odd contraption in the previous game, and in this game he kidnapping and we kept the mask, of course we did. I want Flora to have a more major role in the next game. I mean, not a fake one. That'd be nice. I kind of suspected as soon as she disappeared temporarily that she totally was fake from then on. Totally suspected that. They cement it pretty quickly, honestly. So it wasn't that much of a big deal, but hey. That's the end of Professor Layton and the Diabolical Box, developed by Level 5, published by Nintendo. Fully intend to play the next game, but like I said, just not right away.
come look at this article, you two.
Huh? Miracle Rescue saves beloved academic. So, the doctor's alive after all.
We'll visit him as soon as we return.
Oh, but that might conflict with the symposium you have scheduled in London tomorrow.
Well then, I'll simply have to cancel.
Huh?
After all, Luke, one must always show gratitude to one's teachers. That's what a gentleman does.
And that is the end. All these rules for being a gentleman, Layton. At least you're a man of your word. Even if your puzzles are infuriating. Alright. So that's going to be the end of that. Perfect timing, because this is when I usually start to close up stream. So, to everybody who's watched live, and to everybody who's watching on YouTube, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.